Hey there, CJ Math students. Welcome to Math Task 64. So we're going to continue reviewing rates, ratios, proportions, and circles, as well as scale factor. Your test is on Wednesday. So when we take a look at this, it says the constant of proportionality for dollars per pound. So that means dollars is getting divided. 250 divided by 1 is just equal to 250. Remember, whenever you see your denominator of 1, you have a unit rate, so it's 250 per pound is your constant of proportionality. So then the equation between price P and weight W is P is equal to our constant of proportionality, which was 2.50 W. So we can take any weight, multiply it by 2.50, and we can get our price. Pause the video and try number 14. Number 15, Mr. Murphy is making a graph to show his class the amount of water a person consumes from food and beverages over time. What does point represent? So we've got 48 down to 4, and this is waters in gallons, and this is days. So a person consumes 48 gallons of water in 4 days. So how much does it consume each day? Well, that's just another way to say what's our constant of proportionality. So again, it was gallons per day, or gallons each day, same thing. So 48 over 4 equals 12. So 12 gallons, GAL, per day. And for an equation, remember, this is our y-axis, this is our x-axis. So y equals 12x. So that means I can take the amount of days, multiply it by 12, and I'll get out the amount of water used in gallons. So go ahead, pause the video, try number 16. Number 17, Leona delivers food for a catering service and is paid by the hour. Yesterday, she worked 5 hours and made $55. Write an equation to show the amount she is paid for any number of hours she worked. So how much is Leona paid per hour? So paid per hour. So that's dollars divided by hours. So in this case, it's 55 divided by 5. So she gets $11 per hour. Write an equation. So that's between money y and hours x. So y equals our constant proportionality, which is 11, x. And then how much would Leona make if she worked 20 hours? Use your equation. So y equals 11x. 20 hours. Remember, x is hours. You're just plugging in. So y is equal to 11 times 20 to figure out how much she makes for 20 hours. So when you get that, y is equal to 220. She makes $220 in 20 hours. Pause the video, do number 18. Number 19, remember our old friends, scale factors. So the scale drawing is a map of the campus of Central Middle School. The school board needs to know the distance from the art room to the gym in order to build a walkway. What is the scale factor? It's right here on the map, 1 inch to 10 yards. So the scale factor is 10. Right? What is the actual distance from the gym to the art room? So they said it was 5 inches, right? So I'm just going to take 5, multiply that by my scale factor of 10, and it is actually 50 yards. Pause the video, do number 20. Number 21, scale drawing shows 2 practice fields at Central Middle School. The soccer coach wants to know how much longer field B is than A. So let's just find the difference in the lengths of the drawing. So we got 4 inches, 7 inches. Difference just means subtract, so it's 3 inches. And then it says, what's the difference in the actual length? So if I know the difference of the drawing, all I have to do is multiply that difference by the scale factor. Scale factor in this case is 12. So I'm just going to say 3 times 12. The actual difference between those two fields is 36 yards. Pause the video and do number 22. The garden club at Central Middle School planted a flower bed. Scale drawing of the flower bed is drawn, and scale is 1 inch to 2 feet. So our scale factor here is 2. What is the actual? I'm just going to take a look at length right there, which is 8. 8 times my scale factor of 2 gives me 16. What's the actual width? You take a look at my width there, which is 6. Multiply that by my scale factor. I get 12. So what's the area? Remember, area is just equal to length times width. So area in this case is equal to my length, which is actually 16, times my width, which is actually 12. And so I get my answer of 192 feet squared. Area is always squared. Okay. Pause the video, try number 24. Lastly, 25. Central Middle School has a triangular patio where students eat lunch. Remember, that's important because triangle is not A equals length times width. It's A equals 1/2 length times width, or base times height, same thing. And the scale in this case is 1 to 9, so our scale factor is 9. It says, what's the area of the patio in the drawing? So area is equal to 1/2 of 5 times 4. Remember, a triangle is just half of a rectangle, right? So that's why we're dividing by half. So area is equal to 1/2 of 20. So the area in this case is equal to 10. So 10 inches squared. So what's the area of the actual patio? Remember, you take the scale factor and multiply by the square of the scale factor. So the scale factor is 9. The square of the scale factor is 81. So 81 times 10 gives us 810 feet squared. Another way to do this problem would have just been to multiply 5 by the scale factor of 9, 4 by the scale factor of 9, multiply those two numbers together, and then divide by 2. But you could also just find the area of the drawing and then multiply the square of the scale factor. Pause the video, do number 26.